Listen to me. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk to y'all real quick. Hold on for a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Shout out to everybody. Your boy is back. I do want to say that though. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. A little bit of drama going on out there. You know what I mean? The weekend is going to be lit. If y'all ain't call off work, y'all is crazy. It's about to be lit. You know what I'm saying? I think Saturday and Sunday might be lit. We'll see. I think Saturday and Sunday is gonna be lit. But y'all know what we gotta do. Officer T Ward knows. Before we do all of this, let's get the sponsor out of the way. Shout out to the sponsor. Here we go. Y'all like that? Huh?
To a new city, paint the city. Yeah.
What?
Rolling with my team, you see them with me.
What? Y'all like that? Y'all be hitting me up. What song is that? What song is that? Huh? One more time. Kind of thinking if I want to call people. I don't know. Y'all ready? Wake up! This weekend is lit. Wake up.
Come to a new city, paint the city. Yeah.
What?
Rolling with my team, you see them with me.
Yeah.
Against the
shout out to the sponsor. Can I rap better than him? Can I rap better than this sponsor here? Y'all want your boy to freestyle again? Huh? Say no. Mortal Kombat hit 'em, I hit the switch players. Getting money all the time, I get your flip player. I'm in the Tesla G, these niggas ain't as plush as me. I roll in luxury, these niggas cannot fuck with me. And niggas moving like a snitch. All they do is talk crazy about a youngin' getting rich. But it's okay, I've been around it, yo. Atlanta, we gotta go. Getting money all the time, nigga. It's another show. I'm in the coop moving, I'm getting chips. The freestyle was whack. Yes! Shout out to everybody. But y'all know what we gotta do. I'm sorry. I know people getting mad about this. Officer T Ward knows. I'm sorry they getting mad about this. Officer T Ward knows. Shout out to everybody. But y'all go get mad. Get mad. It's okay. It's okay. Get mad. Get mad. It's get okay. Mad. You can't stop me though. It's okay. Y'all know what we gotta do. Get mad. Get mad. Get mad. Bad news told everything. Wait a minute. 100% accuracy. Officer T Ward knows. He told everything. Wait a minute. Cheese in the chat, please. Cheese up in this chat. Gorgonzola, mozzarella, everything. Clone O's knowledge of foot. I do want to put that out there. Shout out to Clone. No diss. You know what I'm saying? But a knowledge of foot and you have not paid. No diss. No diss. Clone told them detectives everything. You know what I'm saying? Tried to mislead the battle rap community. But then that video popped up. Showing Clone telling everything about Ape Gang. Shout out to Clone. Everybody snitches sometimes. What's this? He told, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Clone. It is what it is. Bad news. You can't get out of this bad news. Officer T Ward knows. You can't get hopped up out of that hospital bed. Ran down that hallway and saw Officer T Ward and said, wait. turn that body cam off and hand me that binder. Officer T. Ward obliged. Shout out to Officer T. Ward, letting everybody know everything. Bad news. Opened up that binder, saw that list of suspects and said, wait, I know who's responsible for all of this. Number 4, Thug Life, he pointed him out, he did. Shout out to Bad News for tattletelling. No diss. Shout out to you. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Let's do a couple more. Who should we not diss? No diss. No diss. Shout out to Chess. Can we get some baby bottles up in this chat, please, for Chess? Can we get some baby bottles for Chess, please? No diss. Chess has been choking in the battle rap community for years now. You know what I'm saying? No diss. No diss. People are forgetting to burp Chess before he goes on stage. Shout out to Chess. You get a dedicated soundboard. Sound. It's only 3 rounds. It's only 3 rounds. It's only 3 rounds. Shout out to Chess. Don't choke. Don't choke. Don't choke. Shout out to Chess. Baby bottles in the chat. Can we do a few more? Who should we get petty with? But we do want to shout some people out. Shout out to Black Gloves in the chat for Mills. Shout out to Official. Can we get some boxing gloves in the chat for Official, please? Boxing gloves in the chat for Official, please. Shout out to her. Official lets it be known. Talk crazy about my family in the battle, and you can get the binks. Boop, boop, bow, boop, bank. Boop, boop, bank, boop, bow. Shout out to Official. She hit Coffee Brown with a bicycle kick. She did. Shout out to Liu Kang for doing that. Shout out to Liu Kang. Liu Kang finally caught Shang Tsung. Shout out to Shang Tsung. Shang Tsung passed today or yesterday. Shout out to Shang Tsung. I rock with you. Mortal Kombat. You know what I mean? It is what it is. He actually passed away in real life. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. No diss to him. You know what I mean? Who else should we get petty with? We got some people here. I got a list of people. Got Sue Surf right here. Got some slick walks right here. Got a lot of stuff. Waves in the chat, please. I'm sorry. No diss. Shout out to Sue Surf. Can we get some blue hearts in the chat, please? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Surf told Mr. Whipple, his attorney, shout out to his attorney, Mr. Whipple, I am done with these rolling 60s. I can't do this no more. Let's get this case resolved as fast as we can. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Surf. Waves in the chat, please. No diss. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Mr. Whipple and Surf went up in front of that judge. Shout out to Surf. He's still posting stuff about anti-snitching. Shout out to Surf. You know what I'm saying? No diss, man. You'll be home soon, going crazy, popping the Maddies, and the space is wilding everybody up. They asked Sue Surf a series of questions. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
I know y'all want to forget about this. I know y'all want to forget about this.
They asked Sue Surf, were you crossing state lines with members and associates? With that white girl? With that powder? With all of that? With members and associates, the people wrapped up in this racketeering charge with you? Did you cross state lines committing these crimes in furtherance of the gang? And Sue Surf said, yes, ma'am. Officer T. Ward knows. He said, yes, ma'am. Officer T. Ward knows. Oh, hallelujah. He said, yes, ma'am. Officer T. Ward knows. No diss. Shout out to Sue Surf. You'll be home soon. Shout out to you. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? It's a little crazy. Maybe I'll put timestamps in. It is what it is. Shout out to everybody. I did see Cassidy did a couple of interviews. An interview yesterday with ARP. You know He's kind of going crazy. He addressed some things that EAZY was saying in a previous blog. And I do want to say this. Shout out to EAZY Block Captain. A lot of people are kind of wondering, yo, is EAZY just going to play defense? You know what I mean? Is he just going to try to like explain the birth certificate that he was born in Philly? Is he going to do that? Is he going to go on the offense? You know what I'm saying? And he dropped, I think it was part 2, you know, and he talked about Cassidy. He was going in on you, Cassidy. He was. Shout out to you, Cassidy. No diss. He was wilding. You know what I mean? He was basically saying like, yo, you mad at me for battling Reed. You know what I mean? But then you was trying to battle Freeway, and he was just showing like what he believes to be inconsistencies. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. He talked about a trainee or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And I did see a video. The person that accused Cassidy of that, I think they apologized. I did see a video of that. But they talked about like he talked about a lot of things. He was kind of trying to wild Cassidy up. Cassie responded to a lot of what EAZY was saying on Rare Breed Entertainment ARP's channel, you know, and ARP was like really direct, like asking him like the questions, you know what I'm saying? And Cassie answered all the questions, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. So shout out to EAZY for being on offense now. You know what I'm saying? It's not, so now he's kind of wild. Yesterday, EAZY the Block Captain dropped a song, you know what I mean? And his diss to Cassidy, you know what I'm saying? Well, he was dissing Cassidy in the song and all of that, you know what I mean? I think it was the producer is Ron Brown. Shout out to Ron Browns. You are getting a lot of momentum now, Ron Browns. We all know you're a legend. You know what I'm saying? But you're getting a little bit more momentum. Dope. I can't wait to hear the what you got planned with Jay Mills. I think Jay Mills said that y'all got like an album or something like that coming out. I'm not mad at that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. And hopefully Jay Mills and Verb can kind of get this show rolling. You know what I mean? It is what it is. EAZY, he talked about some things like in his blog, right? Or is his documentary. He went at Reed Dollaz. Oh my God. He went at Reed Dollaz. Sorry, Reed. He was wilding you up. Y'all tell me what y'all. So basically, he's saying Reed Dollaz, and I'm going to read some of this with y'all. He's basically saying Reed Dollaz, the reason why he came out against him is because it was a situation when Reed was supposed to battle on the card, I guess, and Head Ice didn't show. And, you know, EAZY is like, yo, like, I'm probably just going to cancel the event because people are really coming to see me. Like, people probably ain't going to even show up. So I'm making a business decision to cancel the event. And EAZY's basically explaining that, you know, he canceled the event, but he also made sure that people who were on the card were still compensated somewhat of a back end of money. You know what I'm saying? And not like just, you know, leaving empty handed because the battle was canceled. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. So he shows like, let me see if I can show all of this. Let me do this. I gotta cut the sound down and everything. Shout out to Quarter Lab. I might have to call y'all. Shout out to Quarter Lab. He shows Reed Dollaz messages with him, right? And he's basically trying to show that I guess Reed was wanting like all of his back end money. You know what I'm saying? He's basically showing like, yo, like Reed was kind of drawing. Let's read some of this. He said, top of the morning, as you know, I'm doing a small card Philly versus New York 2 for my birthday card, August 10th. Budget low for this one, so I can offer you $2,500 flat with travel 3 rounds, 2 minutes. And then he says, morning, bro, 3K, I'm in. He said, meet me in the middle, $2,750. And then he says, 2,800 LOL. I know you're going to have a good turnaround. So shout out to Reed. I can afford Reed. I can afford the book Reed. Reed. Shout out to Reed. I need you to battle my auntie. Shout out to you. And then EAZY says, can I get some promo in words? LOL and good face off. Let's lock in. And then, hold on. All right. So he shows that. And then he says, of course, bro, you know, I'm straight business contract, you know, whatever he sends through the email or whatever. And then it says top of the morning was your date. Just got hit up by Mac Myron trying to bring me to Pontiac. And then EAZY said August 10th, Reed says bet, right? And then Easy says contract sent. If you got a Zelle, that's better. And then Reed said only Cash App, bro. Smart. Reed smart. He ain't trying to pay them taxes. And then Reed said, just read over the contract. Everything seems cool except the payment within 7 days. Because in 7 days, a better contract could come my way. You let me know when the cash is available and on hand ready, because it takes 5 seconds to sign the contract. Because I expect payment after I put my signature down. You know what I mean? I don't see nothing wrong with that right there. You know what I'm saying? Because once the signature is signed, like, people can start marketing and promoting and stuff like that, and you may not get your money. So, I mean, I can kind of understand that. And then Easy said, I'll send today if I ain't at my limit, but we do that just in case anything happens. But you will have it within 24 hours after signing. And then Reed said, and the back end 5 days after, LOL. Easy said, N-word, that's a clinical term to protect us. But when does I make you wait that long? You will get it in 48 hours, right? And he's playing like an audio of Reed kind of wanting his money. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna play that part. You know, it's kind of long audio of that. Let me see if I can. Oh no. Easy, we cool. Don't get me easy. Don't get me easy. But I mean, Reed is basically saying like he wants his money. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to. Let me go to this real quick because I don't want to play that. I don't have to deal with this. Hold on. All right, so let's go here. It said Cortez asked, do you have 2 minutes or 2 minutes and 30 seconds? And then he said, I'm really around that 2-minute mark. Coming off of all the battles, I'm riding like a maniac. LOL, Reed says. Easy says, copy. Hit me up ASAP 911 is what says. He said, yo, bro, this is 911. Please don't do me like this. I'm tired of this battle stuff and keeping my end and stuff get messed up on the other end and leaving me messed up. Yo, bro, this is 911. He's basically saying it again. Easy said, at my pre-event I had going on, when I'm done this game and pre-battles, I'm going to call, right? And then Reed says, the same way you hit me and I picked up and come through for you with price cuts and all, please get with me, because if this gets messed up for me, I won't be attending no battle. Tired of getting the short end of the stick, my G. Contracts always set up for the person booking the event, but never the artist, busting they butt to make sure they do their part. I wrote like this for this coming fresh off the stage with Sharon. My time and energy is not to be played with respectfully. You know what I mean? And so I don't know. What do y'all see? I don't know. I think he's like exposing Reed, right? Because Reed is like kind of annoyed that he's not getting his bread. Because the battles didn't go down and Reed still want to get his money. You know what I mean? Let me read another one. All right. So it says, this ain't for social media, but you a dishonorable N-word. Don't ever reach out to me for nothing. That Philly brotherly love stuff, dead with us. You a freaking user. N-words tried to back your play and support your nut, your nut A, but that's all over. Really only K Walker and you effed him over as well. Also, you infiltrated your way through the city because nobody know you from nowhere. You got everybody to back your play and play everybody. You actually a good actor. I see why I picked you for that small. I see why they picked you for that small role. You even infiltrated Remy. Yo, he's kind of wilding. And then it's like some more, you know what I mean? He kind of like, he really goes off. Reed goes off. And Eazy's responding to him, basically saying like, yo, 6 months ago, you was just talking crazy about me, you know, and then now I see how you are and all of this, you know what I mean? Good or whatever. And so they basically like in their friendship, you know what I mean? Whatever it was, business relationship or whatever. Eazy does show that he tried to, I think he sent Reed Dollaz like I think it was like $1,400 or something dollars, like back in money or something like that, which he didn't technically, he feels like he doesn't have to send him that. You know what I mean? So I don't know what y'all think, because Reed didn't battle, but he still sent him money. You know what I'm saying? But some people could say, well, you know, Reed wrote all of this material thinking that he was going to actually battle. You know what I mean? And then like you stopped the event because EAZY was saying like, yo, nobody's going to watch anybody else but me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the ticket seller. You know, so, you know, I made a business decision to not do the event. I will say Reed Dollaz has headlined events before, you know what I'm saying, that had people there. So because EAZY didn't have a battle go down with Head Ice, he canceled the event. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. What do y'all think? Do y'all think Reed is looking crazy? It looks like Reed is kind of pressing here. Reed is going off. Do y'all want me to read the rest of this? Let me read the rest of this here. Let me go to EAZY channel. Somebody said, please shout out 757 Caution, the commission artist of the month for November 2025. She won her WTBL tournament battle and 30 diesel at Dominion last month. Shout out to you, bro. Let's go to, I kind of want to read more of this, because this is crazy. I love the drama. Yeah, so Reed said, hold on. Let's read some more of this. Let's go back. And the same way you hit me and hold on, let me turn this down. Fast forward this because I want to get all the drama here. All right, and the same way you hit me. All right, I read all that. All right, let me fast forward a little bit. All right, and then Reed said, if you can at least do the 1,200, I can put the rest. I need 1,500 for tomorrow. Yo, he said, yo, what's the word? My anxiety is through the roof while everything is just up in the air. I need to know if this happening, and if so, how much, because I really need all mine, but willing to even meet you halfway because of another dude's mess up. Right? So Reed wants his money. He don't care that Head Ice ain't showing up. He still wants his money. He said, yo, stop ignoring me like I'm a H-word, N-word. When you reach out, I answer like a man. Hold on, I'm sorry. Let me read it like Reed. Let y'all see this. Reed's talking crazy. Yo, stop ignoring me like I'm a H-word, N-word. When you reach out, I answer like a man. When you come with that I need a favor stuff, I come through. Yes or no? It takes 5 seconds to send it if you're going to do it. I got to get this lady squared away. So if it's no, I need to to let that be known and move forward. I'm on your line for business, my guy. Reed's talking crazy. Oh, God. EAZY goes ahead and says, I literally got to my crib, N-word. Dang, N-word. I told you I had other stuff to do. I'll call tomorrow. Ooh, EAZY's putting him off another day. Oh, EAZY's not playing. So Reed says, yeah, this is when he goes off. Reed said, this ain't for social media, but you a dishonorable N-word. Don't ever reach out to me for nothing ever again. He didn't say all that, but you know, that Philly brotherly love stuff, dead with us. You a freaking user. N-words tried to back your play and support your nut A, but that's all over. Really over. He said, really only for K Walker, and you messed him over also. You infiltrated your way through the city because nobody know you from nowhere. You got everybody to back your play and played everybody. You actually a good actor. I see why Will picked you for that small role. You even infiltrated Remy because she, let me do this so I don't get hit with a copyright. Let me fast forward this a little bit. Said small, you even infiltrated Rim because she think she got a real Finley bull, but all fabricated stuff must come to the light. F that brother stuff. That stuff dead, dude. And then EAZY said, I'm the only one that be keeping it 100 with everybody. You was just on a blog 6 months ago talking stuff about me, and it's documented. Ooh. But if he's talking about you, why book him? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. He said, you can't never find nothing like that with me talking like that about you, like ever. I don't need to infiltrate nothing because even to this day, y'all be hating on me. He said, just because I don't say nothing don't mean people don't tell me stuff. Everybody on the card. Let me fast forward this drama real quick. All right. We got a little bit more drama. All right. So he said, y'all be hating on me. It's because I don't say nothing don't mean people don't tell me stuff. Everybody on the card besides you, like, wait, just give me a few dollars from my back end. The quote unquote brother of mine, the only person who made it hard for me. Before I even can get back to you, it's a post on Instagram. Oh, okay. Now I see what's going on. Oh, God, let me fast forward it. Oh, God. So, I mean, it's basically what it, and Reed is basically saying he needs the money because he's trying to get some keys, you know what I'm saying, to, I guess, an apartment or something like that, because he's telling the lady that, you know, he's got one more gig for him to get the money up and then she'll give him the keys or something like that, a house, apartment or something like that. So I don't know. Reed's trying to get his money. Is that exposing Reed? Because it seemed like Reed wants his money. Like, yo, like, you know, I set aside time to write and do all of this, and then the event gets canceled. It's not my problem the event's canceled. I'm counting on that money. I need the money. It's two ways to look at it. You know what I mean? Like, Reed wants his money. You know what I'm saying? He's saying a lot of, you know, people say anything to get their money. Like, oh, well, I'm trying to get another apartment. I'm trying to get a house. I'm trying to do this to get, you know, they money from a person. You know, try to, if they put you off the next day, obviously, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, like they giving sob stories and stuff like that to try to get their money. I don't really see where Reed is like really wrong, other than like EAZY could say, you know, the battles didn't go down. You know what I mean? So you getting like $1,400 to just for nothing, like you didn't even battle. Is what EAZY's trying to say. Like, you basically getting $1,400 and you didn't even battle, so it's for nothing. But I don't know if the contract is written like you still have to do the battles anyway if you got like the deposit. So if he still has to do the battle and he wants his money, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's how you look at it. But I mean, Reed did snap. Now I understand why he was kind of going in, you know what I mean? But I don't know if Reed's wrong. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Do y'all think Reed Dollaz is wrong? Reed Dollaz seemed like he needs some money. Reed, I seen you with chains on and everything. Come on, Reed. Reed! You know what I mean? But he wants his money. Want your money, you want your money. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I can't call him need dollars. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I can't really call him need dollars. What y'all think? Somebody said Reed is wrong, but you e-hive though. I can't really believe you in the comments. You be e-hiving. I can't believe you either in the comments. You be rocking for Cassidy 100%. You know what I'm saying? So let's see somebody neutral. People said give it up. Reed rapping did nothing. Get a job, buddy. Somebody said contract is a contract. Somebody said Reed is wrong. Somebody said need dollars. Should we put need dollars in the intro? No diss. Should we do that? No diss. No diss. Shout out to Reed. Reed, we're not gonna call you need dollars. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna put you in the intro. I mean, you're trying to get your money, bro. It's what it is. Some leagues wouldn't give you your back end. You know what I mean? But he gave you like $1,400. It just depends on how you look at it. I think exposing him like this, showing all the text messages and stuff. This is why I'd be scared to like text people, bro. I text people anyway. I don't care. But I'll be scared, bro. That's why I'll be really watching what I say, because you don't know, bro. Like, somebody could just be like, a PIPERBOY Williams. You know what I mean? Like, oh Oh man, putting his messages up there like that. If Reed is like outing you and like taking Cassidy's side and basically saying you ain't from Philly, I mean, he said it to you in a battle and you know what I'm saying, everything. You know, if he's saying that, maybe do like an interview or do like a video kind of going back at him, showing his messages. Like if this is business, you know what I'm saying? If y'all are trying to do business and the messages are being shown for that, I mean, he just asking for his money for real is what it looks like. What do y'all think? But Reed, you do look thirsty. Does Reed need some Diet Coke? I don't know. Shout out to Reed. But now I see why Reed is kind of acting like he's acting. I'm not saying he's right or wrong. Like it's two different ways you can look at it, man. Like I don't know. This is why you can't depend on battle rap. Anything can happen. Like people can no show. Like Reed could have got no showed, or you know, you just seen this situation. And then EAZY threw some dirt on Reed. He took the shovel and he really went crazy on you, Reed. He was just like, my girl told me he don't rock with me. I didn't believe her. It's talking about Remy. My girl told me he didn't rock. Like he threw her in there like yo, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tell me what y'all think. Now you know Remy don't rock with you or think you rock with EAZY, Reed. Uncle said Ninja's priorities be messed up. Honestly, you can't be talking all that money-ish and be pressing about $1,400. I rock with all of them, but this is kind of cringe to see. It is kind of cringy to me. I ain't gonna even lie. It is, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like he almost begging. He making up stories. I'm trying to get an apartment. I need to get this gig through. You know, it's like, man, you a legend. You know what I mean? Like, but at the same time, legend or not, he want his money. You know what I mean? So it's just two ways to look at it. Shout out to Reed. What else did I see? I seen Cassidy dropped a video showing that EAZY saying two different things. Let's watch the video. Trying to be fair.
They say I'm not able to post bail of 50,000. 50,000. 50,000. He said 2,500 some shit. I mean, that's bullshit. This is me. This is. You
about to get something where you can't go. Ain't no bail.
They dropped that shit from 75,000 to 25,000. I only needed 2,500. Only needed 2,500. Only needed 2,500 to get the fuck out of jail. I never got the fuck out of jail.
Niggas play with.
EAZY, you gotta stop lying, bro. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Yo, what? I don't know, man. This is crazy, man. So Cassidy said that his bail was like $2,500. He couldn't pay it. He's supposed to be a block captain. Your bail's $2,500. You can't pay it. But then he said like, yo, it's 50,000. But then there's a video of him saying it's 2,500. So Cassidy was right. Like you said, it was 2,500.
They say I'm not able to post bail of 50,000. 50,000. 50,000. He said 2,500 some shit. I mean, that's bullshit. This is me. This is.
You about to get something where you can't go. Ain't no bail.
They dropped that shit from 75,000 to 25,000. I only needed 2,500. Only needed 2,500. Only needed 2,500 to get the fuck out of.
This is what. All right. So people are sending me, right? Like the documentary, like timestamps, and they're saying like, yo, look at the timestamps. Like his dad said that he don't even know like nothing about Pottsville. And then there's like another timestamp of what his mom is saying, like, yo, how would he know? Like you know what I'm saying? Like, like, oh God, man. Like, and she basically like contradicts like the dad. So like it shows that the dad was lying. So EAZY did like a blog, like basically said him and his dad was bitten. Like, but it was like a lie. Like it looked like a lie, the way it was edited and stuff like that. Like, and I don't want to play it because I don't want to get hit with like a copyright or nothing like that. I mean, I'm not anti Cassie or anti EAZY, but it's just like, yo, man, like it's a lot of lies, man. It's a lot, man. It's a lot of lies. So it's just like when you have so many lies, like, and then Cassidy is saying all of this stuff, is just like, I don't know, man. Somebody with the super chat with the $4.99 said Pinocchio's in the chat. Oh God. Oh. Somebody said EAZY's dad was being sarcastic. What do y'all think? Was he being sarcastic? Was he bidding? Is that what they call it in Philly? Was he bidding? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I don't know. As far as everything else, I mean, I hope they have a really good battle. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you might see another interview like pop up before the battle. Maybe not. I think hopefully Cassie does something else. Hopefully EAZY does something else. I want to see EAZY like interview with, he gonna do what he want to do. You know what I'm saying? He's driving traffic to his channel. He's doing numbers. You know what I'm saying? He did an interview with 3 Letterman and stuff like that. I want to see him do an interview with Caps. You real cool with him? Do an interview with him. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, Cassie did an interview with him. Do an interview with him, and then talk to him and see what he, you know what I mean? He asked you about different stuff. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe you can like, you know, get your point across to a different platform. You know what I mean? Other than the, and this is no diss to 3 Letterman or Jay Black or anything. Like they're not gonna, like when Cassie was talking to Angry Fan was just like, yeah, I still got EAZY winning though. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was still like, you know what I'm saying? Like saying how he feels about stuff. And they're gonna say what they feel. You know what I mean? It is what it is, but it would just be a different dynamic. You know what I'm saying? To do like maybe like a more unfiltered type interview. And I'm not saying that, you know, this is no diss to them and not like that. Like I'm really not dissing y'all. I know y'all might think I am. I'm not. But like to do like maybe like an unfiltered like type interview. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I would like to see that. But I don't know, man. It's a lot of lies, man. Like it's a lot of lies. You know, but I don't know. I mean, I will say, I mean, he showed like a birth certificate and all of that. But you know, his father may have been being sarcastic. I don't know. But you know, we'll see what happens. Let's do this, right? Shout out to New Jersey Twerk. Shout you out. Shout out to EAZY. Hopefully Sunday they battle. I want to see this, man. Best version of EAZY, best version of Twerk if that goes down. So let's do a prediction, right? So K Walker versus Excel. Like, it's crazy how many people are on the same card. Yo, this is crazy. Look at this, gang. Look at this. Cassidy versus EAZY the Block Captain, right? Reed Dollaz is on this card. This is crazy. K Walker is on the card. Oh man, I'm watching this. I am watching this. And for people that think that EAZY should not have security, I think y'all are crazy. I think from what and to be real, like the whole, like this is all marketing and promotion. You know what I'm saying? I don't think EAZY and Cassie is gonna really like scrapping them like this. The marketing and promoting a battle. But I do feel like EAZY should have security. I think he should. You know what I'm saying? When you're this not liked by a lot of people in the community, you have to be, if you can afford security, you need to have it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You need to have it because somebody's gonna try something. You know what I mean? The way I've been seeing like the pulse of the culture, what's been going on, and how vehement people are against him. You know what I mean? Like he needs to have security. What y'all think about that? Should EAZY have security or not? I think he should. You know what I'm saying? If you can afford security, have security, man. Like because if something happens to you, you know what I'm saying? Or you don't ever want to wish you didn't have it. You know what I'm saying? So keep security if you can. You know, if you can afford it. Your boy walk around without security. I was going to events without security. I mean, I go back to events. You know what I'm saying? But these battlers be no showing. Leagues don't want to give you discounts. I'll still pop up. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, but when you a battler like him, he should have it. You know what I'm saying? Cassie versus Easy Block Captain, Bill Collector versus Snake Eyes, Rum Nitty versus Loso, Reed Dollaz versus Cortez. I actually really want to see that. A Ward versus Jada Nightwing. They haven't marketed that battle at all. Charlie Clips versus Vixen. Reed Dollaz versus Chef Trez. Chef Trez got a battle with Geechee coming up too. O-Red versus Sheed happens. Chilla Jones versus Rosenberg Raw. K Walker versus Excel. All right, so K Walker versus Excel. Shout out to K Walker. You know what I mean? I like some of K Walker's battles. I think Excel is better with like closing out battles. I think he's a little bit better with like closing out a battle. But I like K Walker. Like he'll like within his rounds, he might have like 2 or 3 like dope haymakers like in the battle. But I think Excel to me like closes battles out a little bit better. What do y'all think? Who's gonna win against K Walker versus Excel? I don't know. That could probably go either way, to be real. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. It's in Philly. They probably ain't gonna want to hear nothing Excel got to say for real. Especially K Walker. K Walker, you got the juice now. Pause. K Walker's got the juice now. Everybody talking. K Walker, you're the reason for this. You the reason for that. You know what I mean? Shout out to K Walker. He might win. Shout out to K Walker. K Walker 2-1. We going with K Walker 2-1. Chilla Jones versus Rosenberg Raw. Ooh, why is this at the bottom of the card? This should be moved up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not a shout out to Chilla Jones. Shout out to Rosenberg Raw. This is in Philly though. I think Chilla is very talented, like his writing style and stuff like that. I think Rosenberg is going to resonate more in Philly. That's what it is. Like Rosenberg, when you think of Philly, even though he's not, isn't he from like Norristown or something like that? But when you see Rosenberg Raw, it's like, he's Philly. Still makes you think of Philly. I've seen Rosenberg Raw live. I've seen Chilla live. You know what I mean? I think they're both like very talented. Chilla could win. Like he could. But Rosenberg got that way of just talking crazy to you. It don't matter what you say. He ain't even got to get super intricate. He just talk reckless. And I've seen him win battles like that. You know what I mean? Shout out to Rosenberg Raw. I'm going Rosenberg Raw 2-1. O-Red versus Sheed happens. This might actually be a good battle. I ain't seen O-Red in a minute. You know what I'm saying? I ain't watched a Sheed battle in a minute either. I'm probably going to go with, I don't know. I kind of want to go with O-Red. O-Red's tried and true. You know what I'm saying? But Sheed happens sometimes can get crazy, gang. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go with Sheed happens 2-1. You know what I mean? Shout out to Sheed. We don't know what over. No, I'm 2-1 either way. 2-1 either way on that one. Real Deal versus Chef Trez. Yo, Real Deal be talking crazy to people. I watched him versus was it Miss Hustle not too long ago. He was talking reckless. Ain't he like a teacher or something? I don't know, but he be talking reckless to people. I don't know. Chef Trez, he got 2 battles coming up. Who y'all think gonna win this? I'm gonna go with, I don't know. Chef Trez be surprising people. You know what I'm saying? The rebuttal game crazy. Shout out to Chef Trez. I'm gonna go with Chef Trez 2-1. You know what I'm saying? But Real Deal could win. Charlie Clips versus Vixen. Shout out to Vixen. Shout out to Charlie Clips. The safe bet is Vixen. You know what I'm saying? Because I think she's going to give you like 3 rounds. But it doesn't, sometimes it doesn't matter like how good your rounds are. Clips still beat you. Like, he can still win. You know what I mean? But a battle like this, I think he's going to get up there and joke around and stuff like that. So I don't know. I'm going with Vixen 2-1. A-Ward versus Jay the Nightwing. We ain't hear much from Jay the Nightwing. A-Ward. Has A-Ward been winning lately? I haven't watched a lot of it. He ain't been marketing a lot of battles. I ain't seen him in a minute. You know, last battle I seen Jay the Nightwing, one of his last battles, he went crazy. So I don't know. I'm gonna go with A-Ward 2-1. It's Philly. I think A-Ward can get that crowd. Shout out to A-Ward. I'm going A-Ward 2-1. Reed Dollaz versus Cortez. Oh, Cortez got some material. He's gonna call you Need Dollaz. He's gonna do it. Let me call Cortez and ask him. Should I call Cortez and ask him if he's gonna call him Need Dollaz? My bad, I'm 40. Let me turn this down. I got a bunch of messages coming in. Oh no, hopefully it's no bad news. Hold on, let me turn this down. Let me exit out of that. So Reed Dollaz versus Cortez. I'm going with Cortez 2-1. Rum Nitty versus Loso. Oh God, Loso, what you doing? You battling Rum? No, I'm sorry, Reed. Cortez might 30 you, gang. He might 30 you. I mean, but I'm gonna give Reed around 2-1. You know what I'm saying? Cortez be wilding people up. Rum Nitty versus Loso. God. You can look at Loso as a potential battler of the year for real. He kind of had a pretty good year. But you battling Rum, gang. Who y'all got? Rum Nitty, Loso. I'm trying to think of some Loso flips. What is Rum Nitty gonna say to Loso? I'm going Rum Nitty 2-1. It's no diss to you, Loso. It's Rum Nitty, gang. It's hard to go against him. Rum Nitty 2-1. Bill Collector versus Snake Eyes. I want to see this one too. I don't know. Bill Collector is very unorthodox. You know what you're getting with Snake Eyes. I think Bill Collector is a little bit more seasoned. Who y'all got with him? Hey, yo, this card is kind of lit. I ain't gonna even lie. I might have to watch this whole card twice. I'm going with Bill Collector. And this is no diss to Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes is really good. I'm just going with Bill Collector. I think Bill Collector to me is a safer bet. And it always like pops in my mind, like him winning the tournament and all of that. The battle he had with Mike P and all of that. Like he's no diss to Mike P. Shout to Mike P. But yeah, like I'm going Bill Collector. Cassidy versus EAZY, the block captain. Gang, who do y'all have winning this? Everybody in the chat said Bill 2-1. Shout out to Bill Collector. Who do y'all have winning between EAZY and Cassidy? Oh God. Who do y'all have winning this? Somebody with a super chat, Will Sharo 499 said, when Reed couldn't pay for rent, you said when Reed couldn't pay for that apartment, his new address was in the car. Oh God. Let's not do that. Cause sometimes like people have problems. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. Like, I mean, just because we might be up don't mean like you can't be down like the next month. Like anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? I know somebody just got like a terminal diagnosis. Like, you know what I mean? Like out of nowhere, like thinking everything's fine, stomach hurting and go and find out they got a, stage 4, you know what I mean? Like anything can happen. Got to mortgage the house for like oncology and all of that. Like anything can happen, bro. Like you could be up 1 minute and something could happen, so I don't really want to clown him for that. He's not in the intro. You're safe from the intro, Reed. Shout out to Respect VA. He's a member on here. He said EAZY's gonna win against Cassidy. From what it looks like, right? from what it looks like, Cassidy dominated the face-off, a whole marketing up until this point, right? And I think Easy, he pulled the trigger on marketing, and he's doing the best that he can right now. He dropped a song. He dropped the documentary. He's trying to prove that he's from Philly. Some people believe it. Some people don't. You know what I'm saying? But he dropped the documentary. He's going at Cassidy. He's dropped this. You know what I mean? All of that. He's going at different people. You know what I'm saying? He's on his revenge tour. He's still got some stuff that he's dropping. You know what I mean? So I don't know. What it looks like is that Cassidy's up right now, at least with marketing and promotion, but they still got a battle. You know what I'm saying? You can market and promote and win marketing and promotion. I mean, you can make people, I've seen people like over the years, y'all know I've been doing this for years. Over the years, like give you like the greatest like marketing and promotion, and then the battle happens. You know what I mean? And then it doesn't live up to it. You know what I mean? But I'm kind of looking at it a lot different than people, right? I've watched a lot of like Eazy's battles recently. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen like some of Cassidy's battles back. I think there's truth to some of the things that Cassidy is saying. Like when he's saying, oh, there's Avengers in the crowd and they're doing this and they're doing that. Some of them battles, like when you watch them back, you can now we know certain things, like they're trying to throw him off. They, trying to get the crowd against him. I've seen some of that. You know what I mean? I think he's getting better. I think he beat Disaster. Like people say he has no wins. I think he beat Disaster. I think him versus Goods is debatable. You know what I mean? But I think I didn't like either. I like Cassidy's first round. You know what I'm saying? Just to lift the elephant down, like, all of that. I like this first round. You know what I mean? And then it kind of, I don't know. I think Goods might have edged it. You know what I mean? But it's to some people, I mean, look at the comments, it's debatable to a lot of people. And then he's got him versus Arsenal. Arsenal won that. And then he's got him versus Hitman Holla. I feel like Cassidy won. Like the battle was too close. Like that battle should not have been that close. You know what I mean? I had Cassidy winning that. You know what I mean? I think he got the first round clear, and it's up to who you give the second and third to. You know what I mean? So I think Cassie's doing better. I would say, and you got to think, we could discredit people all day long, and that's part of the sport. Like we give credit, we discredit, right? When you go up against like a Hitman Holla on a stage, like I was on that stage when that happened, and I seen all of the people that Hitman brought up on the stage. You know what I'm saying? And Cassidy had like his bodyguard or whatever that was up there. The dude was his bodyguard. But like the bodyguard wasn't even really around Cassidy. You know what I'm saying? So Cassidy was like up there by himself, and he was able to win that first round. You know what I mean? And I seen the crowd like watching like what he could do like in the first round. I was just like, man, you know what I mean? I didn't think this battle was gonna go like this. And then like the crowd's all doing like 1-0, 1-0, like. And, you never know what can happen in a battle, so I don't know. When you look at the amount of angles that are out right now, I do feel like, and I'm trying to be as fair as possible. I know people want me to go in on either or. I'm just trying to be fair. I think the marketing and promotion that Eazy's doing is too late. I think it's too late. I think he waited too long. I think there's too many narratives out there right now, right? And that's just my opinion. Other people may think differently, but I think he's too late. You know what I mean? Like a lot of stuff is already in people's head. And then there's so many lies that people are seeing. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like invalidating a lot of stuff that to some people like what he's saying. You know what I mean? So it's like, and that's the thing, like if you say a lie, you have to remember your lies. You know what I mean? And when you look more at what Cassidy is saying, it's like a lot of stuff is like adding up a little bit more. So I don't know. This depends on how you look at it. I think like when they get in that building, you either gonna rock with Eazy or you not. You know what I mean? It's what it is. But I think Cassidy, people really want to hear what he's got to say. And I've heard some things, you know what I mean? Not from Cassie, but there's some rumors of some stuff. And if Cassie do what I'm hearing he might do, I think he's in trouble. But EAZY's a very, very good rapper. You know what I mean? And I've seen EAZY in a lot of pressure situations, you know, and not break. You know what I mean? Him versus Geechee Gotti. Like, Geechee won the battle, but the first 2 rounds is close. Like, the way the culture carries that battle, like, oh, well, EAZY got 30. That battle was close. Like, Geechee, like, the 3rd round is what was like, it was just a knockout round. You know what I mean? But the first 2 rounds, the first round, EAZY got the first round clear. That wasn't even, like, debatable. He got the first round clear. The second one, when Geechee brought out, like, Ally the Mayor, what's his name? Like, Ally the Mayor or whatever. And then he was just like, yo, EAZY, you got the information wrong from my baby mama. This is what you get for listening to girls. And he's like, yo, my kids live with me. And like, he kind of rebutted like most of it, like a lot of what EAZY said, like right away, you know, and it kind of took away a lot of steam. You know what I mean? But the round, when you look at the rounds and with everything that EAZY was facing, you got to think, bro, like this dude had the URL not rocking with him. Battlers talking about they want to do this, they want to do that. Everybody going live, like going at him, and he still stood tall. A lot of people would break under that pressure. Bro, URL clipping you up, putting you in like, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people would break. You know what I'm saying? I've seen him under a lot of pressure and not break. You know what I mean? Going up against some killers, you know what I mean? Being real, you know what I mean? And then him versus Chess, like, bruh, that's one of the top 5 battles for me in battle rap. That's one of them. You know what I mean? Like, top 10, man. It's definitely top 10. I don't know top 5, but top 10. You can argue that's top 5 battle. You got to think, like, Chess was like up here. Shout out to Chess. Like, no diss to you, bruh. Sorry, Chess. Shout out to Chess. No diss. Chess was like up here with it. All right. And I was just like, man, there ain't nothing he can do with that round. Like, y'all remember watching that? I'm like, there is nothing this dude's going to be able to do with this round, bro. And he matched him. I'll punch and talk to it. Yeah, Cassidy can say things like, oh, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's 1-syllable raps and like he's not multiple syllable, man. I've seen a lot of people with like 1 or 2 syllables, like clear people or give you like really good like performances. Like lines like that, I'll punch and talk to, like, bruh, that hits. You see that crowd like that? Like, y'all been to URL battles? Like when that room starts shaking, like the camera start like that, the room be shaking. I wasn't even at that battle. You know what I'm saying? I've been to like the Gun Titles versus NWX and a lot of Tay-Rock battles. Tay-Rock see me a lot of Tay-Rock battles. Tay-Rock makes the room shake. Like when he hit Hollow the Don with the seatbelt line, I was right there. I was standing right, you know what I'm saying? I think I was like in the second row. I mean, everybody just standing around. I think like the second and third kind of row. And when I seen JC, shout out to JC. JC turned around when Rock said, the seat, buckle up. And JC turned around. I'm like, oh, here we go. And the crowd went crazy. Room was shaking. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I could just imagine like when EAZY hit Chess with that, I could imagine how that room like was shaking. So I've seen him and he came out with a debatable battle. Nobody thought he could do that. You know what I mean? This is just me talking, right? Then I was there. This is when I first met EAZY, right? Is when it was the Surf invited me out. Shout out to Surf. I'm sorry. He still said yes, ma'am. Shout out to you. When I first met EAZY, when he was about to battle Calico. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I met EAZY before that. I don't know. Shout out to EAZY. But yeah, like I was talking to Calico. Calico walked right out in the back. I don't know. He talked to some people. Everybody was calling Calico to the stage. Calico came out and gave him a crazy round. And I was looking at EAZY like, oh, Lord. Like, I'm looking at the stage like, oh, it is over. It is over. Calico about to 30 you. That's what I'm thinking in my mind, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then EAZY, like, a lot of people got EAZY winning that battle. It's debatable. Like, people debate that battle to this day. I think I had EAZY winning that battle. You know what I'm saying? But that first round was a monster that Calico had. Calico tried to knock him out. Like, you know what I'm saying? I felt like, ain't nothing you can do with this round. When he hit him with that, and you can argue he won that battle. I've never seen Cassidy deal with that. And this is just me being 100%. I've never seen him deal with nothing like that. You know what I mean? But I also seen him get the first round versus Hitman Holla. I was there. When Cassidy battled Goods, I was there. You know what I'm saying? I seen him, like, you could argue he got the first round versus Goods. I was there. I was standing there. You know what I'm saying? And I seen him have the whole crowd erupting. You know what I mean? So it's like, you don't know what can happen in a battle. Like, you might think EAZY's gonna win and he can get up there and choke. He don't normally choke, but he could be battling two people. You gotta remember 6 verses. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you market and promote. Anything can happen. He can get up there and choke anything. You know what I mean? And somebody gonna be trying to throw him off and all of that. Or he could just be super focused and not really. He could be super focused on a potential battle that's gonna happen and really just go up there, do his job and go and not care. You know what I'm saying? Give you like a clean, good performance. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But EAZY normally gives you a really solid performance normally. You know what I'm saying? He had, he's got some losses. He don't win all of his battles. You know what I'm saying? I know people like, oh, well, Cassie didn't win this battle. He didn't win that battle. And being fair, like, EAZY's got some losses. He lost to Geechee. He lost to John. He lost to Clips. You know what I'm saying? He got some losses. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Like, I think this is going to come down to, like, who's got control of that crowd, who's got more haymakers. You know what I'm saying? Who can make the other person look crazier? You know what I mean? I think right now Cassidy's is up. He's got an advantage. He could literally, like, the way this battle looks to me, to be honest, and I know I should have just said who I got winning, right? Cassidy could just go up there and just ask him questions, like, in a rap form and, like, get a round or two from him. Like, he can. You know what I mean? Depending on how he does it. Now, I have seen Cassidy, like, battle and the crowd not be receptive to him. Could it have been the Avengers? Could they just not like the way he rapped in some certain battles? I don't know. Y'all tell me. You know what I mean? But I don't know. If I had to put money on it, let me read this first. Somebody at Beethoven with a $5 donation said, what round can the culture really give EAZY, knowing that his whole persona is based on him cosplaying real Philly battlers? Zero believability right now. See, you gonna have people like that? You know what I mean? And then Trilly with the $4.99 said EAZY booked his event. Small, he said same weekend to capitalize off TBL, just like he tried with Cal in Detroit on BMF before he got pressed. EAZY a snake and a liar, right? So you see, like, he just paid $4.99 to say that. So people are heavily invested either way. I'll say, I don't think the Trenches event happening Sunday is what y'all think, right? Like, because I think I may have seen a tweet or something where EAZY said, I'm not the one to put it together. You know what I'm saying? I think it was Enes trying to get on the cards or something. It was just a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe it's not what people think it is. You know what I mean? But, it is a Trenches event going on. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I just read between the lines. I could be wrong, right? But it might not be what you think. You know what I'm saying? I'll say that. Oh, God. Who's going to win this battle? This could be a 2-1 either way. This could be a 2-1 either way. Because I want to see, right? Because before I was thinking, I'm like, man, Cassie's about to deal with somebody's this aggressive, you know what I mean, polished battler. You know what I mean? Thoroughbred, like, you know what I'm saying? Or, what people would look at URL battles, type style battlers, right? He's about to go up against this, but then, like, I'm like, yo, has he seen somebody that can be that aggressive? But then I'm thinking, like, yo, he just stood in front of Arsenal. He stood in front of, Hitman can get aggressive. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I think this is a 2-1 either way. I know y'all don't like that. I think it's 2-1 either way. You know what I'm saying? To be real, I think EAZY, you got to win this weekend. You got to win this weekend. You know what I mean? I think you do. If you lose to Cassidy, you will never hear the end of it from these people. You're never going to hear the end of it. Twerk battle, if you lose that one, it's not going to be good. You know what I mean? But you lose this one, you're never going to hear the end of it. And then Cassidy, the amount of marketing and promoting you did, I feel like you got to win this. And right now, Cassidy's got the culture. I see things changing. I see EAZY Block Captain when he dropped that the song. Look at the comments. Look at the last when he was going at Cassidy. Look at the comments. Like, you know what I'm saying? Things are starting to change. You know what I mean? It's starting to almost level out. You know what I mean? Right now, I think Cassidy's got a lot of momentum. You know, is what I think. But I think it could be 2-1 either way. And I know y'all don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be safe. You know, I don't have no bets, man. I think it can be 2-1 either way. And then shout out to Kenta with the $5 super chat. Said, Piper, you know EAZY gonna destroy Cass. EAZY beat Goods clear. EAZY beat Hitman clear. Cass got beat by both to me, but EAZY is a better battler. So EAZY got some supporters. And then the Rush with the 199 said, y'all just hate EAZY since he left URL. Stuff is lame. I think it's a lot of that. You know, you got to think about this. You're not supposed to leave a machine and become successful like this. You know what I mean? And he ended up leaving the machine and becoming one of the biggest ticket selling artists right now. One of them. You know what I mean? And he left, you know, got a bigger battle than what he would have got over there on the URL. Started his own league, put a lot of battlers on. You didn't know who King was before EAZY. You didn't know who Texago was before EAZY. You didn't know who Muop was before EAZY. You know what I'm saying? The rebrand of Zan. Zan been around, you know what I'm saying? But then Zan and all, like, you know what I'm saying? Like he brought a lot of energy back to Philly. And what people don't realize, you know, Philly is like people know, like, from Reed Dollaz and stuff like that. Like, that's like, you know, to me, that's low key where it started. You know what I mean? Like this whole like type style. You know what I mean? It just depends on how you look at it. And he rejuvenated all of that. You know, when people thought he couldn't do nothing, everybody tried to blackball him. He made his own way. Like, who does that? Who does that? You know what I mean? Like, so I think he broke ground. And when you do things outside of the norm like that, and you're successful and you make it, you know what I'm saying? You know, people gonna try to pull you down. It's what it is. And you got to think like this. He became one of the most dominating. If he left today, if EAZY Block Captain stops battling, period, he's still going down as legendary. What he did. You know what I'm saying? You cannot take that from him. You know what I'm saying? So it's how you look at it. You know what I'm saying? Some people say, oh, well, he used people to get to the top, but you know, battle rap is use. You're gonna do what you gotta do. You either gonna use the system or you're gonna let the system use you. Or you gonna sit around battled out like some top tier people that you used to look at. You know what I mean? Headlining events and co-headlining events, and now they're battled out and they're battling like no names. Or you gonna use the system and take advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? And get what you can get, and then you can stand in front of a Cassidy and get big bags and have everybody in the culture talking about you. Good or bad. Whether or not people who want to see you lose and get 30, they are paying to see you. People who want to see you win, they are paying to see you. You know what I'm saying? And this is me being 100. Cassidy knows this too. He's like the king of marketing. You know what I mean? But, you know, who else would be standing in front of a Cassidy right now? When Surf gets out, who y'all gonna want to see him battle? Let's keep it real. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, sometimes you got to make your own way, like whether or not people like it or not. What y'all want them to do? Sit around and battle like no names? Be locked on an app? That would make you happy? Yeah, a lot of people would like you not to be on YouTube and being with Remy and go to whatever Eagles game you want and have, you know what I mean? Have money and, you know, fly around and go to do what you want to do. Like, people would love him not to be able to do all of this and be controlled by people, and like he's doing what he want to do. And it offends people because he's doing it his way. You know what I'm saying? So, Uncle N8 with the $4.99 said Philly started YouTube battle rap. New York made it popular. Even Smack will tell you that. Just how you think about it, man. It's what you came in watching. I came in, Young Reed, Southwest representative with it. Came to Philly. I'm stepping up to the city. I got that all black Beretta, bro. Maybe put some lead in ya. And I got my blade too, the one that be on Predator. I'll be with whatever, bro. You know what I mean? Shout out to Reed. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it is what it is. But shout out to them. Shout out to TBL. I want to see what's going to happen. You know what I mean? After the battle, can we all, like, yeah, and let's say who won or lost. You know what I'm saying? If hey, EAZY wins, he loses, let's say it. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, we got to look at, are we, you know, so invested that we just going to sit around and tear him down or tear Cassidy down? You know what I'm saying? Are we just going to, hey, they gave us a lot of free entertainment. You know what I'm saying? They win, you know, show them respect after the battle. You know what I'm saying? Whatever happens, happens. You know what I'm saying? But I'm out, y'all. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that.